Hey everyone, it's Jim from Maple Tapper. So we've just had a deep freeze and now a thaw here in Illinois. It's early February and I would start tapping trees at temperatures like this. It's about 50 degrees today. It's supposed to be in the 20s tonight, which is really perfect. But next week it's supposed to be 0 again. So I'm going to wait. I think it's better because sometimes if you put that spile in the tree too early and it gets really cold, it could crack. But depending on where you are, I know they're tapping trees already in southern Pennsylvania, southern Ohio, Tennessee, West Virginia, a little bit milder there, so they're already on their way. But a good time right now, pre-season that is, it's always a good idea to get your equipment together. So I just wanted to show you, if you haven't tapped before, or you have, or you're getting back into it, you really don't need that much equipment. You probably already have a lot of the stuff at home. So, anyway, here we go. I'm just going to move the camera around so you can see. Okay, so when in our little kits that we sell through Maple Tapper, super easy. Anyway, they come like this. Very simple packaging. We've wanted to keep it simple so it's more environmentally friendly, and it's all plastic that can be recycled, so please do that. Okay, so basically I've unwrapped what you get in the package here so you can take a look. So what most of the kits come with 10 tubes. This is a maple tapping tube. Now, this just looks like a plastic tube, but this is no ordinary tube. This is a food grade, BPA free, FDA approved maple tapping tube. So this is what the sap will run down from the tree into your bucket in this tube. So there's a lot of contact between the sap and this plastic. So you want to make sure you always use a tube which is food grade. Really important. Our tubing also goes beyond that. It's a little bit special. We've chosen and designed this dark blue tubing because in the forest, in the maple tapping forest, or in your front yard or wherever your tree is, the sunlight, especially when it starts to get warmer in the spring, the sunlight goes through regular tubing, and if that sap, remember that sap is high in sugar content, that sap sits in the tube and it can start to form bacteria in the tube. So the dark blue tubing inhibits the sunlight from entering that tube, which inhibits the growth of bacteria. Really important, and it really works well. Also, it's a nice blue color and it's easily spotted in the maple woods. Okay, you get 10 spiles. This is a spile. It's a black piece of plastic, but once again, it's no ordinary plastic. This is a food grade, BPA free, FDA approved piece of plastic. You don't want to use anything that would potentially leach plastic or any heavy metals or anything which would be detrimental to your food, because you are making food here, into the sap. So this is a very special piece of plastic, and this goes into the tree like that. And then this, I'm sorry, I'm wrong about that. This goes into the tree like that. And then this part with the rough edges goes into the tube like this. So you're going to insert this into the tube and then goes into the tree, and then this piece of plastic runs down into your bucket. We will be doing another few videos about how to insert the spile into the tube and how to insert the spile into the tree and how to tap and everything. So if you watch our videos, you should like this page, please, on Facebook. And if you want to know more about maple tapping, we're going to be making quite a few more videos with very specific instructions. So it's a step-by-step process. So it's really easy. You don't have to worry about doing anything wrong. So anyway, 10 tubes, 10 spiles. Here is your safety net, which is very specific and written instructions. And I recommend people take this multi-page paper out to the tree with them. Give it a read while they're out there, and ahead of time, of course, and you can make some notes on that paper if you need to. But once you tap a couple of times, you'll be good to go, and you'll know what you're doing. Okay, along with that is instructions comes one of our favorite things, and people love this, is our recipe collection. Now we have a lot of recipes, but we just put an assorted number of cards. You get 5 recipe cards, 5 or 10 usually, depending on the kit you buy, into your kit. All the kits come with it. So here's a picture of what you can make with your maple syrup once you're all done. And it has really nice instructions on the back telling exactly what to do. And if you are confused or anything like that, you can always go on our website, mapletapper.com, and it will have more recipes and more specific instructions and all that great stuff. So here's what the kits look like when they come. The other thing that comes in some of our kits is this book, Guide to Maple Tapping. Now this is a professionally written book which we wrote, and it tells basically everything you need to know about maple tapping, starting right from the history of maple tapping, where to tap, how to tap, what tree to tap. It's really a great book, and I know people who have bought it or received it in their kits really have enjoyed it. We've been getting great compliments, and it really is a nice, it's the go-to book for maple tapping right now, which is nice. That's available on our website also, or on Amazon, and you can even get it in Kindle. So anyway, the other things you might need for maple tapping is definitely a drill. So I like a battery drill, cordless drill, and anything will do. You don't need a ton of power. You don't want super high speed when you're tapping. You're going to run it about like this. If you go like this, it could start to seal some of the sap on the tree. So just nice and smooth. And one really important thing is a 5/16 drill bit. So that goes with our 5/16 inch spiles, which is like this. Now, the standard old style spile is a 7/16 inch spile. It's much bigger than that. But this is a 5/16 inch smaller, and it's what they called is a tree saver spile. So you get the same amount of sap flowing through this spile as you do the larger spile, but it has less damage to the tree, which is great. The trees heal very well, so you're not having to worry about that if you're following the process of correctly drilling the hole and tapping the sap. But we find that these 7/16 inch spiles just make the hole too big, so we want to have this 5/16 inch spile. It's better, the tree saver spile. So then you need of course, the 5/16 inch drill bit. Now, one other thing really important with the drill bit, and these drill bits come in some of our kits, but we use a specific drill bit that we had made for us, which has no outer coating on it. You don't want the black or the gold on there, because as it drills, oftentimes that coating is just a type of a sealer, a paint, and it will wear off and leave a residue inside the sap hole. Not good for the tree, not good for the sap, clogs up the sap hole a little bit, but it's just, you don't want to leave any trace of this drill bit in the tree, in your sap hole. So use a nice clean drill bit with no coating on it. If you don't have one through our kits, you can find them at certain hardware stores. Get a wood boring drill bit. This has a little different screw on it, which I find is better for the trees, and that's why we had that specifically made for us. So any drill will do, just a nice battery powered drill. Make sure you charge it up before you go out there. And then, of course, you need a maple tree, which you can perhaps find in your yard or in some neighbor's yard or your farm or friend or whatever. So anyway, that's kind of what you need. It's not a lot. It's an easy thing to do. Get the kit. Go on our website. You can have a lot of free information on our website at mapletapper.com. I'm just going to move the camera over here again. So anyway, you can go on the website, look around. There's videos, there's written information, there's downloadable PDFs. We want everyone to be maple tapping. It's so much fun. You're going to really enjoy it if you get into it. So keep tuned here on Facebook. This is a Facebook Live, but we are going to be doing a lot of videos about how to tap trees and how to cook with the sap and all that stuff. So it's really going to be a lot of fun, and we'll teach you how to tap maple trees, and you can make it your own. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.